Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you the 2-3 zone defense. So hello everyone, my name is Alan. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit the like button and subscribe. But anyways, I made a video a long time ago, about 3 years ago, about the 2-3 zone defense. It was a very short video. It was a very brief overview. And, well, let's just get down to it. This is going to be the in-depth idea behind the 2-3 zone defense. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check this out. So in the 2-3 zone defense, this is essentially their home areas or home spots on the court. Unlike a man-to-man defense, a zone defense is guarding an area. So for example, player 5 is guarding that area, player 3 is guarding this area, 1 is guarding this area, 2 is guarding this area, and player 4 is guarding this area. Now there's overlapping as well as, well, just areas where there's a lot of overlapping. So there's areas like this. Generally, you're not going to be seeing triple teams. You will be seeing double teams, though, along those lines. And from there, basically, as you can see right here at their home spots, this is a wide open area for player 1 to drive. So they need to close this off. That means both player 1 and 2 will be closing that off. This will be, generally speaking, a double team location. When this happens up top, that looked like a smiley face actually, but when this happens up top, these 3 players are usually going to be moving a bit higher. If not, player 5 might be moving a bit lower to cut off anything happening along the baselines. We don't want any baseline lobs for an alley-oop dunk. But from there, if there is a pass over to the wing, player 3 may be the first one to be able to stop that from happening, but that's going to bring player 1 over at this time. That's also going to then allow player 3 to either watch the passing lane or to guard player 5 straight up. This is also going to be able to shift the defense over to be like this. Now, player 5 is watching the post. He may be a bit higher to watch the high post as well, depending on what the opposing team is trying to do. Player 4 is cutting off any long lob passes over to this side of the court. And player 2 is playing the passing lane so that player 1 does not get that ball back. Now, let's say there is a player in the low post. What's going to happen here is still same idea. Player 5 is going to be playing the post. Now, if there is a stack offense or overload offense, what you're most likely going to see is player 2 front facing player 3 red. Player 5 is going to be most likely denying the ball. Player 3 is going to be playing the passing lane, and player 4 is going to be watching out for any weak side cuts or cutting down the middle of the key. If that happens, player 4 needs to cut him off before he gets past that free throw line. Now, what the main reason why you need to be watching out for this is you need to watch out for that high post. That's going to bring player 2 to front face him so that he can't drive to the rim, but now that leaves player 1 wide open. So this may be an open 3-point shot for player 1. So player 2 needs to be on his toes and be able to close out. Player 1 may also be able to guard both players by playing right in between them so that he can cut off the passes halfway in between. That's personally how I teach the 2-3 zone. Now, if the ball is in the low post, in a stack offense, what I would be personally doing is having player 5 obviously allowing player 4 to post up or giving him space, one or the other, but being in between him and the ball. Now player 3, he needs to take a step down. This is personally how I have my team run the 2-3. He is the one who's going after the ball when player 4 puts the ball down on the court. The reason why player 3 is not directly right on him is so that he can play also the passing lane, so that player 4 cannot pass the ball out to player 5 for what would have been an open 3-point shot. Now, there is a version of an offense where they would stack the side, however, they're at the three-point line. Now, the issue behind this is now player 2 has to watch both player 3 and player 1, so that if player 3 gets the ball and player 2 makes the mistake, player 1 may be able to cut down the middle of the key, which would bring player 5 up. Now, he needs to watch out that he can still shadow that guy, still take away his shot, but player 1 needs to get his butt over there quickly, and player 3 needs to move up. Player 5 would then move down, so that player 2 can still cover player 1, so that player 1 doesn't have an open shot or a drive to the rim. Now, one thing that you can do if the other team is running a 4-out offense, if this player gets the ball and there's no player down here, what they can do is have a double team up top, which then would bring the defense over like this, so that player 2 is shadowing the pass here and here, cutting off the high post, while player 4 is cutting off the lob or the drive baseline towards the rim. By having a double team here, what you need to have your players do is to bring him down towards the baseline. By allowing him and forcing him towards the baseline, what you're doing is now trapping him even further into a corner where he cannot escape from. These are the areas of the court that you want to get the opponent in, because he's unable to escape from those locations. Now, a lot of coaches say that you can trap along the free throw line extended and the sideline. The only thing is he would still have up and down to go, and he just would be cut off two ways, base or sideline and mid-court. While along the corner here, what you're cutting off is everything. Now, if there is a trap down there between the two top players of the zone, player 2 needs to move over to cut off any passing lanes here, and player 4 would then need to move up so that he's still cutting off this whole side of the court for a lob pass, but he's also cutting off the high post in case player 1 or player 5 want to try and cut towards that open spot. Now, that is a 2-3 zone defense. This is one of the top zones that you will probably be using or going up against. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. I do post new videos every single day, so I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Hey, basketball coaches, so basically my defense book, it's a defense that is created by myself and tested by many different teams. Everyone loves it. As far as I know, everything I have gotten back is great news. Basically, everything from the free throw line and under is a double team. Everything up top is single coverage. If you want to check out this book, go to the link below. It is called The Unbeatable Basketball Defense. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also, the opposite direction or the opposite side is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.